I pressed record and I froze immediately.
Damn.
um, Welcome to Herbal Synergy, the shop, or is it the shop Herbal Synergy? Which one, Irby?
I don't know. Well, we'll still play it by ear. We'll have to do a listener poll and see.
Okay, you guys, anyone who listens, go into the YouTube channel. Herbal, that's Herbal Synergy, Herbal Synergy, and vote which
You
one
might
you
have to
like better.
spell it
Oh,
cause
you're right. You're
it
right.
ain't the usual spelling.
You're right. All right, so that's Herbal, Irbal. Yeah, that's how I spelled it. And Synergy, Sinergy. Yeah, okay, cool. Irby, give us an introduction.
Well, basically we're gonna be spilling a whole bunch of tea on the new animes that come out and the videos.
I forgot about this spilling tea thing. I'm not even gonna lie, this shit got me off guard.
Damn. Yeah, spilling it, letting you know what we think about what's going on in the TV shows with the mangas that's coming out weekly and the episodes and keep an eye out for like new trailers and new shows, whatnot. We're reviewing some old school to put y'all on in case you aren't familiar with. Giving you our couple of our flavor of the weeks with shows and things we've read.
So
And
explain the flavor of the week for the young and the old.
basically it's whatever one of our favorite scenes was in something that we read for the week. So if we liked it or we caught our eye and we thought it went well, or it was like give you goose flesh. It's an old school term right there. It's like
Goose.
goosebumps. Yeah,
I've never heard of that, and I'm a little disappointed that I haven't. That just
yeah,
sounds funny.
yeah. I picked that up. Goose flesh. Instead of saying
Man,
goosebumps.
this man said
Yeah,
goose flesh, bro. What the hell?
yeah. Try to bring a different spin. Yeah.
So, okay, all right, okay. So, what we're doing on this intro week is going on a top 10 list, and I narrowed, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. We tried to do a first episode a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to tell you guys all the anime I've watched. That list was way too long.
You need to cut
Way too long.
it.
I had to cut it. So I made a top 10 list with 3 honorable mentions. That's it. That is it. I don't even think my list is accurate, but I'm confident that 9 items on my top 10 list are actually on my top 10 list.
Mm,
And I think you had 11. I think you had one
I
honorable
did.
mention.
I had the one honorable one honorable mention.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so um, are we starting from bottom? We're starting from bottom, working our way up, right?
Yeah, unless you want to do top to bottom.
Yeah, nah. I'll end strong. Okay, so my my 3 honorable mentions. I'm not gonna go into depth about them, because they're honorable mentions. They're not my top 10. I was just gonna give you guys all three at once.
Mm,
My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, and Haikyuu. My Hero Academia is, I'm sure most of you know, anime about a whole bunch of people with quirks, quote unquote powers, and they want to be heroes. Really, really, really. What do I say? I'd say, you know what? A lot of animes these days have very strong Naruto and Dragon Ball Z vibes, where like you just kind of go from like weak in the Naruto sense and like you having the most OP power in like a Goku sense, because Deku really does have the most OP power.
his powers haven't even been fully explained yet either. So
They haven't. He has more. Um,
Yeah.
by the way, guys, I'm gonna try to give warnings when we're gonna quote unquote spill the tea, but just
Oh, that's the whole show, baby.
I was about to say the whole show is gonna be spilling tea. I'm just letting you know. Next up, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was so fucking impressive to me as just its debut season. It was complete. I would say if there could be such thing as a perfect first season, Demon Slayer had like the perfect first season. And then third one, Haikyuu. It's simply a anime about volleyball. There's no special ways to hit. There's no special powers. It's just straight up volleyball in anime form, and I love it.
Okay, okay. Volleyball.
Volleyball.
Uh, is that male volleyball or female volleyball?
It's male with hints of female.
Okay, because I was like, I don't remember that one. To figure out, ask for clarifications.
Yeah, yeah, no, no, male with hints of female.
Okay, okay. Well, my honorable mention is Hikaru no Go. It's basically a anime about board games. Um, it's Japanese Go, and basically it's the art of capturing territory. And he he befriends a ghost that's in a Go board, and they go on adventures, and basically teaches them how to play. So I liked it. Made me want to pick up a Go board and learn to play. Play
Shit,
my
dog.
sister.
I tried to learn how to play with you.
Yeah, it's harder to find a good game for like two people to play online. I think there might be an online league. I have to find one. I haven't did that much looking into it. I know there's the book I read said there's a website to find local Go shops. So I was like, I'm gonna have to do that.
Hmm. Damn, it's times like these, Irby. I wish you lived closer to me.
Yeah, I could beat you up in some tennis. Ain't that right,
You
girl?
could try to beat
Yeah.
me up in some tennis.
Nah, you going down, clown.
Hmm.
But
We'll
yeah,
see.
so so I guess I'll start with my number 10
All right, let's
is
go. Let's do it.
I'm going with Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, this is a show about a kid that becomes a spirit detective, and he basically he got hit by a car, and then somehow he survives, and then he becomes a spirit detective. Um, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it. Yusuke Urameshi. He could shoot stuff out his fingers, and he goes take down bad guys, and his friend Kuwabara is another high school kid, and his ability was to make swords. So I was like, I liked him just for the simple fact he made a sword,
Right.
but it, it's a good one. I went back and watched it a few years ago when I saw it was on Hulu. I was like, oh man, it's on Hulu. Back before back before you couldn't find that stuff like that, or I didn't know where to find that stuff like that. So I went and watched it. I liked it.
See, right
So
that right there is like on my list of shows that like seemed interesting enough to watch. I just never made time for.
yeah, you should make some time. You watch a whole bunch of other stuff,
I
a whole bunch of
do watch a whole
craziness.
bunch of other stuff. I do. Okay, so my number 10 is, and like a lot of the shows on my list, guys, I'm just letting you know right now, is simply on my list because of rewatch value. I liked it enough to watch it again. And this number 10 I've watched maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. That is Inuyasha, coming up on the end here. And for those who don't know, Inuyasha is a anime about a half demon, half human uh, dog demon, basically half human dog demon, that um because he grew up in feudal Japan, people didn't like him because humans didn't like him because he was half demon. Demons didn't like him because he was half human. So he grew up very shunned, and like his goal was to gather up the Shikon jewel, which is like this little pearl, and become a full-fledged demon. And throughout the journey, well, I won't spill the tea too much. You're just gonna have to watch it and see for yourself if you're interested.
You can spill it.
Nah, I don't
It's
want to
been out
spill
for
it.
years. It's probably
It's
been out since before you were born.
probably, man. So unfortunately, actually no, I think Act Two did come out with a finally came out with a dub version. Yeah, the final
I'll
act I
say,
think did come out with dub version. It actually
yeah,
has
because I
like a
remember watching that when I was like 6.
yeah. I used to watch it on Hulu, and I used to like try to finesse the like it. There was a thing you could do on Hulu, like if you just clicked right above the ads, you can skip the commercials. It was weird, but it was a good enough show to people where they made a sequel with his daughter. So give it a try, guys.
So I guess he got married to that girl then, huh?
He did marry Kagome. They have a beautiful
Yeah,
daughter
that's who it
together.
was.
Yeah.
Way to ruin it. Now I don't even think I'm gonna watch it.
Oh, fuck
Not
you.
drinking none of that tea.
Fuck you.
Damn. All right, so that was your number 10. I'm going with number 9 is Full Metal Alchemist. This show is basically about two brothers. Uh, was Ed and Alphonse. Um, basically, they how do I say this? Like they start off on a journey to like find their mother, bring her back from the dead. It's kind of sciencey a little bit, but not a whole lot. And it's about the law of equivalent exchange. And basically they join, I guess, the government and to further their studies and whatnot, find different ways, solutions. Put they're talented kids. I'll put that say that. And yeah, there's two of them. Last week talked about it a little bit, and I actually did look up some of the differences between Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh, did you?
Basically,
I really wanted to know, man.
yeah, basically it's the homunculi, like they're different in their abilities, and different people are homunculize. Um, and then the ending's different too. I don't know if I should spill the ending, try to balance that.
You can.
Uh,
At least for me,
it's
you can.
it's been out for a while. Basically, they Ed gets his body back in Brotherhood versus in the other one.
He was stuck as the suit of armor.
Yeah, and then there was one more difference. Yeah, Colonel Mustangs was a difference too. Uh, and the Philosopher's Stone, that was the other one. Brotherhood, they had a Philosopher's Stone that was supposed to like allow them to obtain powers and stay like young. And then the other one, they came up with like Alka history, and they introduced a whole brand new character subset from a different part of Japan or wherever the region was. So I do remember that guy. So
Nice.
yeah, I would recommend it. I haven't rewatched it, but it was good. I enjoyed it.
It was good
Maybe want to
when I watched it.
yeah, maybe want to clasp my hands together, see if I can pull some gold out of thin air.
Oh man. Don't.
No transmutation seal or nothing.
Okay, so coming up at number 9 for me is Tokyo Ghoul. And half of my obsession with Tokyo Ghoul is the very first intro song. I believe it's the intro song because the way they use it, like it's guys. I don't know why, but like I love Japanese. I love anime intro music, and like I don't even be understanding it, but that shit just be kicking, bro. Like it just sounds good, and I half the time I'm just making up words in my head.
Mm.
Of like what it could mean, but like there's this one, and I'll mention the anime later, but there's this one intro song. It's called Snow Fairy. I think I mentioned it on the anime episode of the podcast, the Big Sim podcast. Um, and that fucking that fucking song, I have this whole intro in my head on like what it could be, but like Tokyo Ghoul is an anime about a guy who goes on a date with a girl who turns out to be a ghoul, and she tries to eat him. And there was a construction accident where the girl died, and like the boy got half crushed. So they used her good parts to put into him, and that's how he became half a ghoul. And the entire first season was just him struggling against himself and like who he's becoming and who he wants to be. And like just the character development alone in that first season was like amazing. Plus the different times they used the song. Now that I think about it, I don't think it was an intro. I think they just used it a couple times and I really liked it. But they used the regular version, then they used an acoustic version, and oh man, it's so good. It's so good. The fights are so good. Especially the one with the oh man. I don't even want to. Go ahead, Irby.
So number 8, I this is a show that used to come on Saturday mornings, and I used to watch it. Uh, it's called Shaman King. It's about a little boy named Yo. Um, he's a medium where like he can kind of see like dead spirits, and he gets his ghost. I forget the name of his ghost, but he was an old Japanese swordsman from the old school era, and he befriends them, and like his thing is like he uses a sword too. So they go train and they fight other people that are mediums that use spirits, and his goal is to become the shaman king. So he ends up fighting, leveling up, going through the regular character developments, trying to be better, get his power up, so he can use his bond longer and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And side note is they're coming out with a reboot, or I think they're redoing it. So it should be coming here soon. I'm excited to see how it looks. I don't know if they're just redoing it, because I did read that they just came through and did a manga adaptation again. So I don't know. I got to look into it. But
Do
I
you
enjoyed it.
now?
Yeah, I might be talking about me reading that. Like, yeah, I was reading it this week and stuff. So yeah, that was my number 8.
Okay, so my number 8 is Fairy Tale, which I always spell wrong. I'm noticing because I spelled it wrong again.
Do you
Uh,
even know how to spell?
I do. It's just fairy tale. I'm thinking fairy tale as in story, not fairy tale as in the fucking long thing behind the animal's back. But fairy tale, although as cliche as it can be, I love a lot of the fights in fairy tale. It's about this guy, whatever fucking age he is. Anime protagonists are usually like fucking under 18. Natsu Dragneel, who was raised by a dragon and learned the arts of Dragon Slayer magic. His happens to be the fire dragon. Now, what was interesting about Fairy Tail is, I think after the first season, they done away with the spell circles. Because
I don't even remember.
yeah, I mean, in the very beginning, every time they wanted to use a spell circle would come out in midair or whatever. And like at some point, that just stopped happening, which was kind of weird, but I didn't mind it. Whatever.
I mean, if they leveled up their powers, they wouldn't need to use spell circles, right?
Well, it's not like they were drawing the spell circles; it was just like happening. You know what I mean?
I don't remember. I stopped watching after they stopped having it in dub.
Fair, but
I was like, ugh.
I do like Fairy Tail. It was a really good anime, and it finished. And I'm hoping that like they've rebooted at some point to finish off the 1,000-year quest, because that's kind of what the cliffhanger they left it on. The guys are just doing a 1,000-year long quest, and it'd
I
be
don't
nice
want
to.
no more of that tea.
Nah, I want all of that tea. It'd be nice to see Natsu end up with Lucy, man. It almost went there, and then it just kind of swerved everybody, and I was like, let's go on a mission. I'm like, oh, all right, well, talk about touch me in the morning and walking away.
You said touch me the morning and walking away.
Yeah, man. Thought they were gonna
Damn.
fucking get together, and he touched my little wiener and then just left.
Damn. I thought it was a kid's show.
Hey, man, I thought love was blind.
Could be.
Nah, Natsu
might
just
be-
is.
Dang. Alright. So, with number 7, I got Rurouni Kenshin. It's about a guy, Kenshin Himura. He was a samurai swordsman from an era where they switched over from samurai to more modern, industrial, mechanized way of life. So he's no longer needed to fight battles. So he's kind of trying to find his way in the world. And he was like one of the feared swordsmen. He used to slice people up. So like he's kind of on like a journey to like atone for what he did, killing people and slaughtering. So what's cool about him is he has a reverse blade sword. So even if he does strike you with like the right side, he doesn't kill. Like he doesn't really give fatal blows. So he gets accepted by this girl at the end, and then he starts helping people. He helps her. That's why she's like, oh, you can stay here, or do this as long as you help. And so he does that, and people from like the past come to fight, and he goes stop people, and basically he's trying to stop the old swordsmen that stood out there, just trying to cling to the samurai old school way of life still.
Right.
Yeah, he made me want to go out and get a reverse blade sword when I was younger. I was like, yeah, I want one. I want to be cool like him. Cool protagonist, cool guy. I'd be his friend.
All right, so coming up at 7 for me is none other than Naruto Shippuden.
Ugh.
Don't me.
Ugh.
Don't me.
Go ahead, big dog. Disappoint
Nah.
me some more.
What do you mean?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
What do you mean? Naruto Shippuden. I have problems with Naruto Shippuden just for like the direction the anime took, per se. Like it didn't feel very Naruto tradition at the point we got to Shippuden. There was a lot going on, a lot of power ups, a lot of abilities that just seemed very Dragon Ball Z-ish. But I will say Naruto Shippuden had some of the most amazing fights in the whole series in general between Naruto Shippuden, and Boruto, and whatever the hell mess the Rock Lee stories are.
I
Nar
didn't even watch those.
Me either, but Naruto Shippuden had some of the best fucking fights. They really did. I can't even be mad at it for that. That's how it was. So that's why it's in my number 7 spot, purely for the
Mm.
fights.
Mm. Number 6, I have Bleach with Ichigo Kurosaki.
Hmm.
And you want to talk about OP characters, man? This guy, I I don't even know where to start with him because, ooh, buddy, he's pretty rough. Um, yeah, you got what's your thoughts on that? I know you're down to talk about the way things ended
Man,
this
listen,
season.
listen. Fucking hell, because me and Irby played a decent amount of Jump Force when it came out, which is fine, just handy and dandy. And in Jump Force, Ichigo had this transformation that looked really fucking dope. And for the life of me, I just didn't know where it came from, and if he ever used it. Maybe it was some side thing. I didn't know. So when the manga finally brought out that form in like the last 2 or 3 chapters, and this nigga got wrecked in that form to never see that form again, I was kind of upset about it. I was just like, bro, I was like waiting for this form for so long. Everyone was getting power boosts. Everyone was getting like fucking OP. Zaraki got fucking OP. This
He
nigga's
learned his
fucking his Zanpakuto's
his,
name. And
yep.
like, yo, this nigga was crazy. So here's my happy-go-lucky ass waiting for Ichigo to display his fucking final form, thinking it's gonna be the fucking most OP thing since Goku Ultra Instinct. And this motherfucker got destroyed, bro.
Sure did.
He got destroyed, and the only reason he ended up winning in the end was using his Zanpakuto's original form or something like that, if I remember correctly.
I can't even remember.
I can't remember. It was something so like Soul Eater-ish at the end of Soul Eater, where like the most intense villain who just destroyed the entire protagonist crew was defeated by friendship and bravery. And I was just like, what the hell just happened, bro? You just wasted that form. It's kind of how I feel about his final Getsuga Tensho form, where like he had all this power and like he threw it away to beat Aizen when he was overpowering Aizen. I was like, why'd you do that? You were winning.
Yeah.
You were clearly winning.
I mean, it kind of, in like the scheme of like anime, they had to do it that way, in order for him like progress the first time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm trying to remember now. Or I'm thinking, didn't his one of his guys take him down or something? Or I don't know. Or he could only be taken out if he was sleeping or something. And I think while he sleeps, the other guy's awake or something, has his power. So I guess he like made him sleep or something. Can't remember.
On how he beat the final guy.
Yeah, I can't remember how you beat it. I'm gonna have to go back and talk about
Yeah.
it.
It was really weird. It was like Ichigo was on the verge of losing, and then um Zangetsu came up here before him, I think it was, and like he just ended up stabbing him with Zangetsu, and it was kind of weird. I don't know, but I do like
Yeah.
that Ichigo ended up Orihime, because I really thought the anime was gonna force him with Rukia.
Yeah, but I kind of thought Rukia was going with Renji anyway, because Renji was dying for her, you know.
I thought they were just like really good friends. I never shipped Rukia and Renji, honestly.
I mean, I saw it just because he was like, oh, like Rukia, I gotta do everything for you, you know, like don't want you to die in Soul Society, so let me fight my captain, which I know he's way stronger than me, and get my tail whipped, but you know, he had to do it.
Yeah. Okay, so
But
it,
that nurse lady, was crazy too.
wait. Bleach was your number six.
Yeah.
Bleach was my number six.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I just looked up like, oh, I ranked it six. Okay, all right. So hey guys, coming up at my number six, Bleach.
Bleach.
All right, so like, let's just talk about it a little more. What was your favorite arc,
My favorite arc. Let's see here.
or
I
in what arc had your favorite fight? I should say.
I kind of like the no, was that the one? I was a big what was his name? The guy with the sword, Zimbon, uh
Sakia,
that guy.
Zimbo,
Yeah, Byakuya
Byakuya
Kuchiki.
Kuchiki.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a big fan of him. I liked his like with anything he was in there doing. Um what's the one with the Arc Bringers or Soul Bringers? That's the one.
Soul Bringers, the one where like they were like trying to do a war at the Soul Society or something.
Yeah, that one.
I remember it, but like it was, I think it was a filler arc, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I like that one. I don't know. I probably like the ending one just because I think when they first invaded the Soul Society, I think that was a good one.
Dude, so I love like it's a toss up for me because I have two fights that like I just hold very highly, and they're just so good. So like the first one, Ichigo fighting Kuchiki, and I'm talking about the start of that fight to the end of that fight. I mean when Ichigo like fucking one hit KO three vice captains with his fucking bare hands, and then just turned around and stopped Byakuya Kuchiki's sword. And I was just like, oh, and then it's like to be continued, like, fuck you. Fuck you. And
Yeah, they were
then,
doing a little too much.
and then, the fight in the Arankar world against Ukiyote, the guy with the hole in his chest that like he gives people holes in his chest too.
Yeah.
And when he killed Ichigo, and then Ichigo came back, and then Ichigo transformed, I was like, bro, no, what's going on?
I did like the I did like Nell. She was one of my favorites.
Yo, when she transformed into this fucking hot ass adult chick, I was like, I don't think I've ever fangirled over an anime chick, but Mel can
I was
catch
like
all of it.
damn, she's strong as hell.
Yo,
Like
what was she, number
yeah,
four?
I think she was three or something.
She was a low number. I remember that.
I'm not sure she was that low. I
I
know she
mean,
was something where they were like, oh, I think she might have been four.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let's move on to your number five.
Number five, I got Gargoyles. It's um, it's a show about these ancient creatures, stone creatures that are stone by day and alive at night. They originally were from Scotland, but they got transformed and under a certain like spell, and they could only be awakened by being like the tallest building. Some the way the spell's written is like that. So they get transferred to New York, and they have to adapt to the new world and kind of overcome the prejudice of humans hating them to like again help them because they were betrayed by humans. And they basically they're good people. They want to help people. The general stick of people and that kind of plight.
Right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I rewatched it. Cause I was like, oh man, I haven't seen this in a year. So when I got Disney Plus, I was like, let me rewatch it. Rewatched it all. So good show. Recommend it. Teach you some morals. Teaches you not to. Everyone's not the same. Some people won't betray you. Some people can change. Some people can grow. The usual.
The huge. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's my number five.
my number five is not an anime. It is actually a read on webtoons that I'm trying to get Irby to read. I don't know if he's read more of it as of lately, but
Nah, I ain't even did it. I ain't gonna front.
yeah, I had a feeling, but
You don't know.
it's all good. It's all good. It's called
Jesse.
Weak Hero, guys, on webtoons, and there's no powers or anything. There's no it's not a typical freaking you have a protagonist and he overcomes everything type of. It's kind of just it's literally just a webtoon. It's a comic about high schoolers or middle schoolers. I think they're high schoolers, but like the Asian whole grade system is kind of confusing to me because every once in a while I read middle school, but it seems like they're in high school. It's strictly about fighting. It's strictly about fighting, and the protagonist, Gray Yon, is so fucking brutal, considering how small and fragile he looks, and it is just amazing, superb.
Pretty good for a weak hero, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Weak hero. Nigga's fucking brutal as hell.
Yeah. Okay. So number four, I got Reboot. The show is about it's kind of based off computer lingo. It's about a guardian, and he's assigned to protect a certain area of the computer or the web, or they say the net, and that's his station. And he goes through and he protects them, and they have these games that come down, and people are supposed to complete the games. And if they don't complete the games, then a part of the sector gets nullified. So it's the guy's name is Bob. He one of the one of the ladies he always teams up with name is Dot, and they have a little kid named Enzo. And their villains are Hexadecimal. She's a villain. Mainframe's Mega Frame, I think his name was. He's a villain, and yeah, it's cool. It's computer language. They have to go through these games, simulations, and try to win and survive and beat everything. So I liked it. It's computer based. There is a live action one on Netflix.
Probably not good.
It's decent. I was like, but this isn't what they made them high schoolers. Like it's not even like I don't know why they made them high school kids, and and added some people in there, and yeah, I didn't like it too tough. But yeah, it used to come on Cartoon Network, and I used to watch it all the time. I'll rewatch it again if I could find it, but I don't even know where we can find it at.
Okay, okay, okay. Bringing up my number four is an anime that made me want to know what happened next so bad. I read the webtoon because it is an anime born of a webtoon. Webtoon is partnering up with Crunchyroll, and like they're bringing out some original stuff like God of High School, Nobilis. My webtoon, however, that became an anime is Tower of God. Guys,
Yeah, I've heard things.
this is typical protagonist is fucking OP, but let me tell you, this poor kid, Bam, the 25th Bam, is fucking OP. Like, this nigga is a sponge for power. His his solution to almost everything is swallow and absorb. And it's half the time it's just accidental. And it's just like, bro, what are you doing? Bro, I don't know, man. It's so good. Tower of God is so good though. I've read it about twice. And unfortunately the creator of it, he wasn't feeling well, so like it's been on hiatus for a while. It's supposed to come back this year. I don't know when, but I cannot wait because the cliffhanger itself is crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I remember y'all telling me about that. Didn't read it yet,
Of
but
course not.
yeah,
Why
it's
would
on
you
the
read it?
list.
Why would you read it?
I don't know. Maybe. Give me something to do. But, so, moving into number three, I have Dragon Ball Z. It's it's about a guy named Goku. Everyone knows him. If you don't,
You
I don't
should.
know what kind of rush. Yeah, you should.
If you
If you
don't, you
don't know,
should.
yeah, if you don't know, you better call somebody.
There's hella tea about to be spilled. Because if you want to know about Goku, this show's been out forever.
Since before I was born, I feel like. Yeah, I think it came out in like the 80s, and I'm not sure, but it's been out for a while, and it just got adapted. But yeah, he's a Saiyan, some good powers, power-ups. When people die, he tends to get stronger. When he almost gets killed, he gets stronger. Um, Saves the galaxy, fights people. It's mostly martial arts based. It's it's great. I'm kind of can't wait till Super comes out to see because the Tournament of Power how it ended. It's one of those ones that will make your skin crawl with excitement. You're like, oh man, how is he gonna do this?
It is
Or the
really
music.
good.
Yeah, the music played, and you're like, oh, let me get this power up, or you're like, oh, he's gonna power up, he's gonna beat somebody.
I love the music to the Ultra Instinct. Down, 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 down. Like, yo,
Yeah,
what the fuck is going on?
I was
Goku
thinking about
finna
making
kill
that a
somebody, bro.
ringtone.
Yeah, Goku finna kill somebody, bro.
Then he gets that look in his eye, and it's like, oh man,
Okay, so are you caught up with the manga?
I am not. The last thing I remember reading was them fighting that guy Moro.
Oh man, I don't want to ruin anything for you, cause we're already like into the next arc after
Yeah,
Moto. Yeah, it's already heading into the next arc. Which every time we finish an arc, I'm thinking this is it, it's done because this nigga Goku achieved life. And no, there's always more.
yeah. Like like after Ultra Instinct, it's like, oh, that's a technique of the gods. Like, what else can you do? you know,
Oh, he can
I'm
do
thinking like,
more.
yeah, it's like what else? What else could you do? Like the gods don't even know how to use that one fully yet, and it's like, come on, you can't get no stronger than that. But he does.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely does. Okay, so pulling up my number three, I've watched this. I don't know how many times. It was definitely quite a few because there is a dubbed version. So, and I love it enough to like put it on whenever I'm playing something and want to watch something at the same time. So like I already know it kind of like from beginning to end, so I don't need to really pay attention to it. Sword Art Online. And one of the reasons I love this anime so much is because it takes a concept that I really want to become a reality, and like it makes it seem almost possible. And like I ended up doing research on it, and it is possible. We're not there in the scientific department yet to where we can accomplish it. So, on to what Sword Art Online is about. Sword Art Online is an anime about the protagonist Kirito. Well, actually, it's Kazuto Kirigaya. I think his actual name is, but his name in the game is Kirito. And he puts on this VR set. In this world, this VR, it shuts down the electric waves that your brain sends to your bodies, and uses those brain waves to function your character in the game itself, so that you're actually playing a true VR experience. I've watched this quite a few times, and like the basic plot of the anime itself is once they go into this world, the creator of the world traps them all in there, and if they die in the game, they die in real life, and the only way to get out is to beat the game. It's so good, guys. It is so good. Sword Art Online 1 is the best one, but they do have a 2, and they have a spin-off, Gun Gale Online. And they're all good, honestly. I'm not even gonna front. It's hard to choose between all the other side ones, but the first one is definitely my favorite by far.
So, side story. Have you read Ready Player One?
I haven't read it or watched it.
Mm, okay, well, okay, yeah. Play. It's basically that where there's like an immersion rig. You can go in and do stuff. It's like a quest to get his empire. That's Ready Player One. I just finished reading Ready Player Two, and they made some sword art references in there, and it was like they have a immersion haptic rig, and there was like, why would you even think this would be a good idea to have a haptic rig that like basically they put the headset on, it shuts your body down, and you can feel and move and feel everything your character feels in while you have the headset on and you're in the rig, and then the 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 guy that's from the guy that's from the 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 creator of it, like he made a brain scan, and he put his brain in there, and the evil scan like basically did what Sword Art Online did, and just shut everything down, and like he's holding everyone hostage until he gets till the protagonist collects these shards to give them to him. So it's like, yeah, I like the book, but I was like, man, why would you even do that? And the one girl, she's like, no, this isn't advancements for humanity. It's not gonna be good, and I think it'd be. You probably should read it if you can read.
Did
If
you
you
say
can
if
read
I
it.
can read? Oh, like bro, I can read.
No, if you can read it.
Man, do me dirty. Nah,
No, man.
um, I don't see why not. Honestly, hey, it's good. If it's a good read, it's a good read.
Yeah,
Is the movie anything like it, or should I just read it? Is it like
I haven't watched the movie, so I can't tell you.
Ooh, sorry if you guys heard that on the mic. Is it like a comic or like it's a book?
It's the book. It's kind
Irby.
of thick. So I was like, that's why I
Irby.
was like, I don't think you might not read it.
Guys, I don't really like books.
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, but it's audio tape too if you want to get on audio tape. Read by
maybe,
Will
maybe
Wheaton.
I could probably play it in the car.
Yeah, it take you probably couple years if you do that. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
All right, Big Dog. So coming up with your number two.
My number two is Gundam Wing. I like anything mechanized, giant robots. Uh, I build them in my spare time. I'll rewatch Gundam from time to time, put it on. I like Hero Yuri, uh, the Wing Gundam. I do like. I watched another one with Celestial Being, the Double Riser. Yeah, it is good. I like the fighting, the sword beams, the being in outer space, going to Earth, fighting, shooting beams. Like, if this was a real profession, I think I would probably be one. I really enjoyed watching it. I like the Death Life Gundams. It's just yeah, depending on which one you watch, it's always a struggle between like the Gundams versus like some Federation that calls themselves looking for peace or calls themselves looking out for people, but they are destroying people. So yeah, I recommend it. I would what and you can't go wrong with any of them. In my opinion.
Okay, all right. I know people who are into Gundam. It wasn't my cup of tea. Haha, cup of tea.
Really got on a limb for that one, huh?
Nah, it kind of just came out, and then I realized after like the T and T came out, and then I was just like, well, I already committed. um, yeah, but I have heard good things about it. It just didn't seem like my type of show.
Yeah.
All right, so similar to what Irby said earlier, I think it was his number. I think it was his number. It might have been his number four, but I think it was his number three. But unlike Dragon Ball Z, I'm going with Dragon Ball. I
Mm.
love Dragon Ball, and the reason I love Dragon Ball is because it's the same concept, following Kid Goku instead of regular Goku. Where it's a lot of martial arts and a lot of fighting, and actually searching for Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball just seemed like what the show was supposed to be all along, and like Dragon Ball Z just kind of seems like what it transitioned into. You get the powers and things, but like you can't beat just good old fashioned Goku training and kicking ass in Dragon Ball, bro. It's so good. All the fights that Goku have are so good. And like it's so funny, it's so fun to watch, and like it's hard not to like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it's definitely the humor's a little different though. Like
Yes.
Roshi and
Very
Bulma, I'm
perverted.
like,
Yeah.
yes. I was like, whew, okay. And I watched this when I was a kid. I was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
I was like, when I was a kid, wow. Whew.
Yeah,
But
it's so good, man. I love it.
I, yeah, it's great. I
All right,
do enjoy it.
going on with your
What?
number one, sir.
Number one, the knuckleheaded ninja. Number one hyperactive knuckleheaded ninja, Naruto Uzumaki. This one, after when it first came out, I was like, man, I could wrap my head around the concept because they they hated this kid for no reason other than just being born, and I was like, I can't take it. So I never didn't watch it when it first came out because I remember reading it at first. Um, but later on in college, I was like, my buddy's like, yo, you watch Naruto? I was like, nah, I don't. So I got back on it, watched a few episodes. Like, man, this it's not that bad. I was like, I'd give it a shot. I liked it. I think I binged it for like a couple weeks when I came home from college. Um, yeah, I liked my favorite character is Itachi. He just cold, smooth guy. Like he's the truth. I if they did a spin-off show with him, I think I would watch it all the time. Like his exploits, like his like oh, this is his life in the Akatsuki. Like his early childhood. They actually did they had filler episodes
Where
that
he
I
you
enjoyed.
see him in the ambus and shit like that.
Yeah. I enjoyed those. Yeah, I liked his fight against his younger brother.
Which one?
That was probably his very last fight.
Oh,
And I like when they teamed up to fight Kabuto.
yeah, that shit was
That
dope.
was yeah, and schooled him with the history.
That was
So
dope. What was amazing to me is that Orochimaru was still alive. Like, whoa, this motherfucker just won't die, will he?
well, it's because that stupid ass curse mark he did.
Which is, you know what? I'm surprised. Okay, so guys, sidetracking, gonna spill the tea on Boruto a little bit. Because Irby had me read Boruto, and he said the manga is a lot better than anime, which was completely true. And the
Yeah, I
amount of
won't lie
filler
to
in the
you.
anime alone is just fucking ridiculous. But here's the thing that surprised me about Sasuke. He was surprised that the curse mark was able to revive people when he
I was just
himself
thinking
brought
about
back
that.
Orochimaru with the curse mark. Why are you surprised? it
But it's a different mark. Like the karma is different. Like I feel
is.
like
It is. I think it's more advanced.
it is because it's like a complete takeover over the body. But it's kind of the same though.
It is kind of the
Like
same. You're not wrong.
like like Orochimaru is the Walmart brand. If you want to say Karma's Target or something, it's basically one and the same because your genetic DNA. Um, yeah, and plus you can't implant it on that many people. But I also guess you do have to know jutsu to remove it off of. But like, I guess Orochimaru couldn't revive himself.
Right.
But the karma, like once it's activated, you can get back yourself. Like it's independent. Like you don't have to have someone to bring you out, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, no, because like in in the very last chapter of Boruto, what was keeping the guy out to activate the karma was Boruto not having any chakra. He was unconscious. That's why he came out. Unless you're talking about them themselves controlling it.
No, I'm talking about like to be revived completely. That's what I'm talking about. Because
Oh,
Orochimaru only came back because Sasuke pulled him out, and the Momoshi guy he can come out once the process is over, reach 100%. So it's like a time delay, if that makes sense.
it does.
So I was like, yeah, but yeah. Mm. Did you want to talk about your number one? Then we go back to talk about Boruto.
Oh man. Yeah. Let's. Okay. My number one, guys. One Piece. I love One Piece. I have Luffy's hat tatted on my arm. Is how much I love
Hmm.
One Piece.
That's a
My
little
cat's
extreme.
my cat's named Luffy. That's how much I love One Piece. It's
Hmm.
just for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who like, I know there's people out there who want to watch it, but like the whole almost 1,000 episodes is very intimidating.
Intimidate is torture.
For those of you who don't know and want to know, One Piece is following Monkey D. Luffy, a pirate who inspires to be the king of the pirates, so sets sail in search of the greatest treasure there is, the One Piece. During our journey, we meet our crew. We have a lot of tough battles, and about a thousand chapters later, because there are a thousand chapters out right now. We are very fucking far into the show, and like Luffy is still getting stronger, still fucking stepping up his game, and if things go well, he's gonna take out some really big players in the game. So guys, if you're watching, I hope you enjoy what you see next. If you're not watching, I hope you start and enjoy the journey. And if you're scared to watch and want to, don't be. Don't be. Just start. It'll go. It'll flow.
Mm.
But back to Boruto.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but see, I told you it's way better reading it versus watching it, cause this is the shit they do. Like when Sarada finally used her Chidori, I was like, oh, she finally learned it. You
Yeah,
know.
see, like, I I actually never looked up manga for like Naruto. So I don't know how much of Naruto. I know Naruto has some filler. I don't know how much of Naruto is filler. But like Boruto has way too much fucking filler.
It's
Way
the
too
show's
much.
basically filler, man. It's like everything you do is like, damn, this ain't pertinent. That's
Like
why I
this
used to
whole
get so
bro.
mad reading it.
Sarada has all six dots of her Sharingan.
No, she has there's only three.
No, there's six in
Three
total, three each.
oh,
I
three
think you can
each. I'm
get
talking about
yeah. I think you can get them one by one.
uh
I think
no,
I could be wrong.
normally I'm saying normally if you activate one, they both activate on the same eye.
Oh, I could have sworn I saw someone like have like a three combo going on.
I have to look that up.
Yeah,
Uh
I could be wrong, but she has all three then, three or six. I don't know which fucking one it is, but
yeah,
she has them
three.
all. She has
Yeah,
them
and the
all, bro. She
and
started off
then
the anime with one.
yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? Why does she have all of them? How does she know the
Yeah.
Chidori? How does Boruto know,
Yeah.
like, yo, how do these getting know multiple different styles of jutsu already? Sasuke had to learn lightning style jutsu in the anime. Let's take a minute to let that sink in. Sasuke had to train with Kakashi to learn the different element other than fire style. Which I suppose because he's the Uchiha, you know, the Chidori is actually most fitted for the Uchiha clan because of the Sharingan. Because as they explained to Boruto, it's just so hard to control that you need the eyes to the Gekkei Kenkai or however you say that, KK
Yeah.
Genkai to control it.
Gekkei
So
Genkai or yeah,
I
KK
think it's
Genkai.
KK
Yeah,
Genkai, yeah.
yeah.
But oh my god, bro, I marked so hard and then I was so confused and I was like, how much of Boruto anime is a lie?
I mean, the whole thing's a lie. I
And
told you, I used to get so mad. I'm like, oh, this should be coming up here soon.
you know what bugged me though? You know what bugged me? Because
What?
the anime is making stuff up to the point where I think the manga is just throwing in little references to filler. Because they mentioned when they got to they mentioned a lot about like the class rep and things like that, or like we did this trip to the hidden mist village towards the end of the start of the fucking the Okusuki fight. I don't know how you pronounce their clan's name.
Adatsuki or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
something.
little difficult for me, yeah. But
Yeah.
they mentioned the trip to the hidden mist village, and I was like, bro, that happened so long ago. But this chapter is so recent that I feel like the anime is just making shit up at this point.
They are like, because none of it makes sense. Like I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, this should be happening soon, or this should be going soon. But no, none of it's happening. Mostly Boruto is filler. But yeah, and then the karma. What did you think about when Jiraiya got brought back?
Nothing because I already read a spoiler that it was Jiraiya a long time
Hmm.
ago. And like
Dang.
he did the Rasengan, he had the frog summoning, so like it wasn't a well kept secret.
Yeah. I was like, oh, look at him. And I was like, oh, Jiraiya. Naruto's like, who's that? He's like, you just left him to die. I was like, oh, he didn't die. He got summoned out.
You just left them
But
to die.
yeah, yeah, the karma mark, and I'm just like, man, it's way better. Did you read the latest chapter
Um,
when it
like
got Boruto back to normal?
yeah, I did. If I
Yeah.
didn't, thanks for
Okay.
the spoiler, but yeah, I did.
Yeah. There you go. Have some OT.
But
Keep you
what's
hydrated.
like I told you, the more surprising thing to me is the very intro to Kawaki and Boruto fighting. Considering Kawaki's sheer determination to Naruto is very he's pretty dedicated to the Hokage right now. He's all aboard on this the village is his family
Yeah.
thing.
Yep.
And like Boruto did a 180 pretty much more quicker than I thought. But to be fair, the chapters are really long.
What do you mean by 180?
Like he hated Kawaki. Not he really hated, but like they weren't getting along, and all of a sudden he was calling him bro and whatnot. And like
Oh yeah.
Kawaki's story is
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
sad in general.
He's basically a ninja tool.
Yeah, but like he wasn't. So like Jiraiya was a ninja tool. Kawaki was like a human converted into a ninja. It's kind of weird still.
Yeah. Like he was a man. He was a vessel made for that guy. I did like how the scientist kind of tricked him into like he's like, oh, the bomb's not, it's not even a bomb. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm here to defect. But yeah, I still feel like I mean Naruto should have stopped needing chakra for Kawaki's hand once he realized, cause that's what I would have did. Cause he's like, oh, that's a link, and I would just cut off my chakra. Phew, done. So
See, man, Naruto, no, man, listen. Naruto ain't no Sasuke. Let's get there. You know what I'm saying? Sasuke only has one. Now Sasuke's gonna have to kill an Uchiha to get an eye.
he can't kill any Uchiha because there's none left.
He's gonna have to take Sadada's eye because he needs
But
one.
but see, I was thinking about this too.
Can't Naruto heal his
What
eye?
I don't know if Naruto still has those powers, but I don't know if Naruto's gonna be living. So
That nigga ain't moving. Fuck living.
yeah, yeah. So the other thing is I was thinking Orochimaru could probably clone his eye, right? Because Orochimaru has that kind of technique.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah,
I hear what you're
yeah.
saying. I like it. Um, can Orochimaru clone his eye? That's.
I mean,
It's
he
not
made that whole
impossible.
he made that whole guy that had the Sharingans with the little kids that are in Kabuto's what you call them.
Did they have the Sharingan? I don't remember.
All the little kids had the Sharingan.
Huh. You
Yeah,
talking?
so
Are
it's
you?
the Boruto anime though.
Yeah, I was about to say. You talking about that filler?
Yeah, I mean
I was
if
like,
you
I
did
don't.
a
I don't think that
filler,
happened, dog. Yeah, I don't. I don't think that happened.
I mean shoot, you got some in there.
I think I don't know if that's even possible. I feel like the anime is just making shit up, bro. I don't.
But also Toby had a whole bunch of them eyes too. But I don't know how you would get to Toby's time space place. Because you remember when he was implanting Sasuke's eyes, he had a whole wall of Uchiha eyes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so maybe those are left somewhere.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's possible. Hey, we can only find out in the next chapter.
yeah. You got a whole another month for it. But yeah, I was like, man. But I knew his eyes would get stabbed out, and I knew it wasn't gonna be Boruto in control. But like Sasuke's analytical mind is great.
Bro,
I was like,
so my one gripe with Shonen Jump is I know these niggas got a big budget. Put some damn color in these animes, bro.
yeah. Well, you know the reason why some of them why like I think why Goku's why the Super Saiyan form was white in the manga was because they were trying to save ink. I mean, they're trying not to be wasteful with stuff, so I mean, I can understand it.
Jeez.
But yeah, it's it's good. I was like, oh, his eye. I was like, oh, it's like, oh, he already freaked. Cause I was like, oh, why he dodged it? Cause I was thinking like how he was thinking like, why didn't he just absorb it? But he dodged it. I was like, that's weird. I found
Yeah,
myself trying to I found myself trying to like when I'm reading stuff now, I'm trying to figure out, trying to analyze it as I read.
but it's good
Understand
because
like
like it was an interesting question. Like, why the hell did he not just absorb it? And it's because like if he absorbed the chakra, Boruto will wake up.
yeah, and then Kawaki with the shadow clone. I was like, I don't think that's him. So I was like, oh, shadow clone, multi shadow clone, and then but I wonder. I said he doesn't have the karma anymore, right? So I think
Right.
he's good to go. Yeah, but that leads me to also believe like, how did he how did he get back into it? If that makes sense, like how was he fighting Boruto in that first clip? Remember when it first started off in the anime?
Mm-hmm. I really want to
So
know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. It was like, why are you? Cause Boruto's like, I'm a ninja, and then like they fight, but like Kawaki's a ninja too. I assume at that point.
yeah,
And when's the time skip? You know, there's gonna be a time skip. When's the time skip? Is that the time
they
skip? Is that
had.
the beginning of the time skip?
I don't think so, and that definitely. I don't feel like it's going to last like as long as Naruto did anyway.
Why
Cause it's
not?
like it's because it's gonna take way too long to get there, and fans aren't gonna. They're gonna be like, "Well, why the hell is this mostly filler?" 'Cause it's like no substance. Like I mean, unless there's kids that are liking Boruto better than Naruto, but like, no,
It's all filler, man.
it is. That's why I'm like, ugh. That's why I told you watching it's way better.
And like, fuck me, I'd rather read. I'd rather watch an action-oriented anime than read it, cause you don't really get to appreciate the fighting scenes. But fuck me
Yeah,
on the fillers, bro. I still haven't seen Mitsuki's Sage Mode. I don't know if they made it up or not.
He has it from what I know. Um, what? When did you see? I think he entered it like once, and then got smacked, and then didn't enter it anymore.
Yeah, I think he was supposed to enter it during the like when they first attacked during the tuning exams, but I didn't notice it. Maybe I was
Yeah,
scrolling through
like
it too fast.
I don't think it like happens like how it happened in the anime, because like he in the tuning exam he wasn't then there, or was he? I can't remember.
Shit, that makes two of us, dog.
Yeah, that was see, that's how much filler is, because I read the tuning exam like a year ago and don't even remember now.
Damn.
Yeah, that's rough. It's
Yeah,
fucking rough.
that's rough.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right,
Yeah,
man. But I think we're good right there. I think
yeah, that's nice way to stop.
yeah, I think we got our top tens, we got our honorable mentions. Talked a little bit about Boruto. You wanted me to read Boruto. Now I'm in Boruto. Trying to get me to read Vigilante Heroes. I still don't know about it, but
It
I'm trying.
that one's different. I would recommend reading it. It lets you it gives you a different it gives you like a different sense of like have powers, people that have powers but can't use them because they aren't trained, versus like people that are trained that can't. It's all sorts of difference in there.
Yeah, my ass is trying to like fucking contemplate how this man can use his little 3 points of contact sliding power more effectively. And I'm just like, how do you do this, bro? Your power kind of sucks right now.
It does. Do you want me to spoil it for you?
On like how it transitions. I mean, you can a little.
Basically, something happens and he figures out how to make them do different stuff. That makes sense. Like,
So he just doesn't have enough experience with his quirk.
yeah, he doesn't really understand how it works right now. And like, there's a situation where he's unconscious. He's not unconscious, but like subconsciously he uses it to like save someone. And then he's like, "Oh, I didn't know I could do this." And then he continues to try to figure out how to activate that mode while using it.
Huh. Yeah, in my head, I saw him sliding on walls and shit. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, he can slide up pretty much anything. But it's like I can't tell you too much. But he gets better. But yeah, Eraserhead has a prominent role in there. So I like all Eraserhead.
Love Eraserhead.
Yes, he's in there talking about all sorts of stuff. Yeah, see the criminal underworld and the venom that makes people go berserk. And then All Might makes an appearance. Midnight's in there too.
Midnight.
Yes, but her scenes in there is pretty hilarious. Well, I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah,
Man, trying
I
to
do
ruin.
enjoy it.
He really wants me to read it. That's why.
Nah, nah, I ain't gonna say too much in case you do read it. But if you say you never want to read it, I'll spill all the tea.
All right, so
Yes.
guys, yeah, that's pretty much what we're now. We got our intro out the way. Next week, basically reacting and watching and just talking about the current shit and whatever old shit we're getting each other to watch. Like maybe Irby will finally start reading Week Hero a little more. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He sounds too weak for me, bro.
Damn.
Nah, I'll give it a shot.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching or listening. If you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. Share us. And old Irbal Sinergy here. We'll catch you next time. See ya.
Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars. If you only give us 1 star, we won't you know, won't like it too much.
Fucking hell.
But catch you on the flip side.
Bye.
Peace.